So this has been an ongoing issue of staying in shape and trying to eat healthy, uh, and just doing the right thing, doing the correct things for my life. Um, I don't know. I've talked about it before. These sensitive topics is that my mom decided to take her life, which I don't agree with. I'm never agreeable to that sort of thing. Um, and then I think people started making excuses for her, saying that's what she wanted to do. And I've heard members of her family say that. Uh, and I don't want to get into a full-fledged argument with them, but I don't agree with them about this sort of thing. And I'll never agree with them about this sort of thing. Uh, I am an Iraq war veteran. I went to war, and I'm willing to fight for my life, literally and figuratively, argue for my life, um, so on and so forth. You see these things, hear those, that means something. Mm, and that is the truth. Uh, I think sometimes your life personally, my life personally, is worth fighting for physically on all fronts, and that's the main premise why law enforcement and police officers and sheriffs and all these different companies wear guns to protect their life and liberty and safety, because the natural world, doesn't always work that way. Uh, with that being said, my stepdad, I'm told, also decided to take his own life. So that's two people. I think somebody might have killed him. So I don't know what happened. All I know is my mom's sister, they said that my stepdad took his own life, and that's it. So I never saw him after a date in the past, over 5 years now, and I saw my mom's dead body. And I, I don't mean to bring all this bad stuff up, but uh, I was in California the first time, and I ended up flying to Washington, D.C., or the capital, and I felt some oppression. Uh, I had a bag, and in the bag it was like camping stuff or stuff for hiking, things of that nature, so you could live sustainably for not a lot of money, just basically food and make sure hygienic things that you purchased. So they ended up taking that bag, and I ended there. I believe their intention might have made me to try to make me look bad or look helpless or look at risk. Um, I ended up staying in the woods for 5 days or 6 days or uh, a week after that, and with no relative issue because, again, I'm a military veteran. I like Boy Scouts. I like the Native American. I like these things, but on $30. And I don't think everybody can do that. I don't think there's a lot of people that can do that. I purchased a car, and I did this twice. The first car that I purchased was $550, and this was in the capital area, Washington, D.C., and I drove that all the way to California. I don't think everybody can do that. And it's just the fact of the matter. Um, so I don't know what to do when they tell me that I can't vote. Uh, I have no liberty. Uh, I have no freedom. and I fought for this country. I went to the Iraq War, and I've been to the Middle East many times in many different areas, and I've devoted some of my life in this type of studying because I believe in divine intervention, and that's why I have this name that I have. What I'm not understanding is the lack of respect that people have for me, and this hatred or this filtering on Facebook that I've been experiencing. I'm trying to contact my family, and I'm not able to contact my family. I haven't had any female relationship in 5 years, and all these people on Facebook that I'm trying to contact, I'm not able to contact. So I really don't know what else I should do. I have this book. The book is a family tree, and it basically has my family or my historic family and my relations all the way down to Abraham Lincoln is what the book reads. So it starts with Abraham Lincoln and his wife on the Hasty side, and everybody that's related there. So I'm trying to track my family down from that generation because that's all I have. I don't really understand this type of lack of respect that people have for me, and everything's a joke, everything's funny. After I've been to Iraq, I went to a foreign prison, and there was a debate about that also. I don't think everybody's been to black site in foreign countries or covert prisons that are blacklisted in foreign countries. And I'm not saying anything about that, but the truth is, even people in military service, there's not a large number that's been to those blacklisted black sites and blacklisted countries. So, and that still isn't enough for me. So what? I have this thing because I went back to the United States, and then my parents die, and everybody's going to die. But that's just part of life. No matter what, the end result, 80 years to 100 years, 120 years, whatever it may be, you're going to die at the end. Okay? So you live, you die. That's what happens. So I just am not understanding this sort of thing. And then I heard about it from my biological father, because I have a stepdad, and then I have a biological father. He told me about the Native American and the Europeans trying to corrupt the Native American, and I still feel it almost. I feel there's a pull there or a draw there. And this is here in the United States. They're always trying to draw me to take something that's pharmaceutical or do this sort of thing that's kind of inhibiting, or it's going to hinder my mind or logical thinking. And I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be perfect, but I'm just wondering, this sort of thing. So again, I paid this $193, and no one seems to know where it is. And these are the facts. They took my bag away from me when I was flying from California to DC. They did pay me $150 after waiting a week there on $30, living in the woods. I bought a car prior to that, $500. I drove it to California. I want to know who would do the same thing. I've been to a blacklisted site. That means civilians don't know about it. That means that this is a big black site there. Okay? So what does that mean? Because I don't know and people disrespect me. And they're telling me I can't vote for the President of the United States of America. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. So, I mean, what should I do? What do you want me to do? How should I handle this? All I have is my family now, and I try to work my best for my family with the skills that I have. So, what should I do? It's not correct behavior. It's not. I've been scared to get my fingerprinted because they say that they're going to take the little bit of salary or funding I get for going